My wife didn't tell me she was making money at these rap parties. And when I heard that, I said, oh, I got to get to these rap parties. My first rap party, I made $100. Next rap party, I made like $200. So now, man, I do all the rap parties. I don't have a problem doing rap parties. But my wife and I, we kind of work it different now. So she do the product side, I do the business side. And after that, guys, like I said, I went to my first boot camp when I came back, and that kind of put a fire up under me. And it was just because I saw all these women on stage talking about, oh, I make so much money now, I retired my husband from his job. And all the guys up there like, yeah, I didn't believe in my wife. I didn't support her. Now she makes enough money, she retired me from my job. And I was in my head, I'm like, man, you are pathetic as a man. I'm like, how are you going to sit up here and not support your wife in her business if you're her husband? You know, the Bible says he finds a wife finds a good thing, but he also finds favor from the God. And I'm like, we as men, we have favor from God. And if you really love your wife, why not support her? Why not pray for her? Why not, support her dreams? So I said, man, I'm going to be the first man on stage to say, hey, I retired my wife from this business. And I think Arena Tyler, she said, man, I bought my husband Audi A8, and I threw me one in. I woke up, I'm like, man, that's my dream car. That's about 135, base. And she bought her one and her husband one. So I got serious with it. And I went up to James and just asked him, man, like, hey, man, congratulations on the car. He said, man, we just some real people out here working. When I heard that, I was like, man, that's crazy. This guy just like me, a black man, just working this business. And now he's in the millionaire club today. And so now I tell people, man, this business is so simple for men. And it's actually easier to be a man in this business to be a woman. Just think about it, fellas. How many women go to plastic surgeons, and most of them are what, men? I don't have no desire to be a plastic surgeon. I don't need to see all of that. Think about these men doctors that women go do their annual checks up. They men, and they doing all of that stuff. Man, that's way beyond my scope of thoughts. Only thing we got to do, wrap a belly. That's it. And you really got to wrap the bellies, because what I do is I have my wife wrap all our customers. So that way I don't have to be touching these women. That way they don't have to say nothing. You know how sometimes stuff happens. I'm like, nope, my wife's going to wrap you. You got any questions, you can call her, and she'll help you out. But I just keep it simple, man. The thing I do the most to get my business running is wearing this lanyard right here. Brothers, if you ain't got one of these, it's easy to make. Go to Office Depot, get it laminated, get you a little lanyard, hook it on there, and you're good to go. Because when you're out in public, people are going to look at this. Because people see it works all the time on social media. They see it on Instagram. They see it on Facebook. But they hardly ever see flyers up in your business, in your town. They hardly ever see somebody with the car magnets on. So when they see that, they're going to look at it. And as soon as they look at it, I got them. I smile at them, say, hey, you want a free coupon for this? Of course, they're going to say, yes, it's a free and it's a coupon. And like Pam Sauter always say, I just keep it simple with them. I say, this is what it is. It's a little body wrap. You can put it on here, here, and here. And this is what it does. It's going to tighten, tone, and firm, reduce superior cellulite, and it's made from all natural ingredients. Then after that, I give them the card and say, hey, if you know somebody who's trying to lose weight or trying to get healthier or need some extra income, can you tell them to give me a call? And by doing that, they started thinking about it. Like my brother said he's trying to lose weight, or my aunt needs some extra income, or I want to try it out. And that's how you kind of build that relationship with them. Hey, tell them, give me a call. You want to try one for free? They're like, yeah. Hey, you can do a rap party. My wife will come over there, rap your friends, tell you more about the products, and that way your product is free. I don't think I need just 4 friends. Oh, I know about 10 girls that need this. I know about 15 girls that need this. I said, that's the case. You need to be a business partner, and that way you make all that money instead of making me and my wife rich. But if you don't need no extra money, I'll take it. And so when people hear that, they started putting their light bulb in here about being a distributor. Like, why would I make this guy all this money when I can make it for myself? But other than that, man, like I said, this business has really been a blessing to us, guys. When we got serious about this business and gave God our business changed for the better. We've been in 5 years now. We've made $35,000 in good bonuses. I think my second year in this business, I was working for a military contractor company. I'm in the military. I'm a veteran working for a military company. I got called to a job in El Paso, Texas. Supposed to be there for 3 months. Third day there, it's like, hey, when y'all get back to the hotel, don't go nowhere. We got to have a meeting one by one. Man, we all laughing and joking like, man, somebody finna get fired. And I kid you not, all the military people got laid off that day. These guys were mad. They was cursing. Someone was crying. I'm the only fool in there like, cool. You know, so I get to go home now. I can be a stay-at-home dad. Like, what you talking about, man? And I've been telling about this business ever since I started. I'm like, man, I make more money doing It Works than working for this government. I know this money is good, but I make more money doing It Works. I was just keeping this job because it was paying me to travel, basically, promote my business. And I think 2 years ago, my wife had 2 miscarriages in the same year, back to back. My wife was a high school teacher. And it kind of took a toll on our relationship, our marriage, but God really gave her strength because I told her, she was like, you know, I'm a school teacher, I'm married, and all these high school kids are having babies and I can have my own child with my husband. So I said, hey, so why put yourself through that stress? Like, quit, come home with me and we can be a stay-at-home family and, you know, give your time, your body to relax, your body can heal, and we can try again later. Because of this business, guys, I was able to tell my wife to quit her job and retire my wife from teaching. And as a man, there's no greater feeling to do that, take care of your family. When I tell my wife, hey, quit your job, come home, I got you. Tell y'all again, everybody's not meant to stay at home, especially my wife. She stayed at home, man. It was fun at the beginning, but after a while she got bored. She had to do something. But what God does is when you step out on faith and believe that he's gonna provide for you, he will open more doors than you can ever imagine. My wife always wanted to be a high school counselor. That was her dream. She had a master's degree in it, but she could never get that job at that school because somebody else didn't want her to have it. But when she came home for that period of time, they called her back. Said, hey, we want you to be the counselor. We're going to pay you more. You're going to have less responsibility. And that was her dream job. And like I told her administrator, I said, why won't my wife come back to that school when we're making more money here? But my wife, that was her passion. So I tell everybody don't want to be a stay-at-home parent. Everybody don't want to quit their job when you try to get them in this business. But God provided us with the opportunity for my wife to be her high school counselor. And she also got her Zoom instructor license because she took that time off. So men, I'm telling you guys, you have so much power to work this business. But like I tell the guys on my team, you have to man up and be that man. When you pursued your girlfriend or your fiance, you want to just shy in the background, say, hey, how you doing? No, you walked up with confidence, you smile. You try to, get the best pickup line to her. Even if you tried it, you have to do like I did. Ask for referrals. Because with my wife, she didn't want to give me the time of day because I was light-skinned, to being honest. So I had to go to everybody I knew. I said, hey, do you know Quita? Tell her she give me a chance, I'm going to marry her. And just like this business, just ask for referrals. Hey, do you know somebody who's trying to grow their hair out? Do you know somebody who's trying to lose weight? Do you know somebody who's trying to make more money? Just use that, man, and it's going to grow your business. But you have to open up your mouth. You have to speak life over your business because everything we've said and spoken in our business has came to pass. After that first conference, I told my wife, I said, next time we go to a conference, we're going to be on stage as diamonds. 3 months later, we was at green carpet getting interviewed for our $10,000 bonus on stage by Cammy Denton. We left there. I said, oh, this speaking life thing kind of works. I said, next year at conference, we're going to be on stage again. But in my head, we was going to be on stage as Ambassador Diamonds, millionaires. Conference come around, we on stage lip syncing in front of 10,000 people. But, we spoke that over our business. So people a lot of ask times like, what's the best tip you can give somebody to work this business? And we tell them, pray over your business, fast, tithe their earnings because God is going to reward your obedience. And you say you want this business, you praying for this business, faith without works is dead. You can't pray for a diamond paycheck if you don't work like a diamond. You can't pray for a diamond organization when you can't take care of that 1DT you already got, or those 4 LCs you got already. You don't check in on them. You don't send them thank you cards. You don't just check on their progress. So if you are faithful over the small things, he can make you head of many things and greater things. But everything we do in our team, it comes from the Bible, and we tell our teammates, you have to speak life over your business. Faith without works is dead. Write the vision and make it plain. So you have to chart. You got to put your goals out there. You got to put your dreams out there and speak it, because this world is full of negativity already, guys. And you see all these millionaires on stage. You see all these Ambassador Diamonds making all this money. They are no different from me and you. I don't think different is they worked harder. They got told more no's. And brothers, I'm telling you, man, it's so easy to work this business. Only thing you got to do is wear a lanyard. You do some It Works gear, and these people are going to come to you. It's just that simple, man. But you got to have confidence. You got to smile. You got to be energized. And if you're a single man in this business, you don't have somebody to rap them, sign up your cousin, sign up your sister or your aunt. If they don't want to sign up, just say, hey, well, when I get this person to want to rap, I just need to rap them for me. Because they might not feel comfortable as me as a man to rap them. So I need you to be my rap person. Are you cool with that? You know, I throw you $5 for that person you rap. And trust me, if you start sending up people and they start rapping, they start seeing that money, they're going to join your business. When I do my blitz card, sometimes I'd be like, hey, excuse me, man. Like all these business owners, all these salons, all these beauty shops, I go in and blame it on my wife. Excuse me, man, where's the owner at? Hey, how you doing? My name is Tony. My wife has me out here because she's out of the business. I'm trying to help her support. And she told me I can't come home if I pass these cards out. So can I leave some people on us here, please? Because I don't talk to them on the couch. And they're like, oh, that's so sweet. You trying to support your wife's business and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yes, ma'am. Even though I'm the main person that run our business, but they don't know that. And I had fun with it. I said, hey, can you take a selfie so I can have proof that I actually did this? Because last time I hid the cars in the trunk and she found it and I was in trouble. So now I got to have proof that I passed these cars out. So they kind of opened them up a little bit and they started laughing, they started joking. And I do it all the time with the salons, all the boutiques, gas stations. I use the same line over and over again. Hey, can you help me out? I'm doing it for my wife. I need to pass her cars out. And it's that simple. And sometimes I even go further. I'm like, are you on Facebook? They're like, yeah. I said, we do online giveaways. What's your name so I can add you as a friend? That way my wife, when you call or text, my wife will know who you are. None of that funny stuff. Like, yeah, baby, get me on Facebook, add me so she know I'm calling about these raps and nothing else. Sometimes I'm going to have my wife card. I have my cards out there. So, guys, just be yourself, man, and let's just work this business. Thanks, somebody had some questions in the chat.
Okay, so can y'all hear me? Okay, yeah, y'all can hear me. Does anybody have any specific questions? And definitely some of the guys, I want to hear from you guys, maybe some objections or skepticism that you've dealt with thinking about joining the business or while you've been in the business, or some issues that you've come or ran into. Look at Charles Barnes. Hey, Charles Barnes. You got that It Works shirt on, don't you?
It's just simple, brother.
Does anybody have any questions? If not, Tony, I just wanted you to, what do you say? Because this is one of the things that I hear a lot too. What do you say when people tell you this is a scam? I heard it was one of those schemes. What's one of the ways that you address that, or how you get past that objection when you run into people?
I tell them, I just be honest, like I thought the same thing when I joined, to be honest. But what I found out is that, this is a legit business. And I can prove it to you because it's income tax time. Every year around income tax, I get a 1099 tax form to certify that I'm a small business owner. And I tell people, like, this is a Christian-based company. And my family know me. I'm from a small town. We got social media. I said, if it was a scam, you can check my page. People will be bashing my page. They'll be bashing my products. They'll be bashing me. So in this day and age, you can't really scam anybody with this company been around since 2001. It's a debt-free company. And when they hear that, they're like, oh, okay, I understand now. I just keep it real, people. I don't try to sound like a salesperson. I be myself, especially with my family and friends. I'm kind of more direct with my family and friends that actually know me. Because I tell them all the time, I say, hey, to be honest, I don't need you on my team or need you in my business. I really don't. I've been blessed enough that I'm good. But I know that you live paycheck to paycheck. I know you have daycare expenses. I know you want to take your kids on more vacations. I know you want to get out of debt. I want to really help you out, especially because you're my family and friend, and I love you. But I'm not going to beg you, to change your life. But when you get ready or you need something, let me know and I will help you out. Because family and friends, they will start coming to you with their hands out when they start seeing you with these bonuses and stuff. I tell them, I'm not finna be I'm not just finna give you anything. I can help you work for it, especially if you need it. But I'm not just finna just give you free handouts just because you see me making money and you haven't supported me either. You haven't bought any products. So I'm telling you guys, don't get discouraged when your family and friends don't support you. We've been in this business 5 years, and I think probably less than 10% of our customers and distributors are family and friends. So 9% of my team and 9% of my loyal customers are strangers that we met through blitzing and social media. And a lot of our family and friends still haven't joined yet after being in this business 5 years. So it is what it is. So keep grinding, keep going for it because you deserve it, your family deserve it, and God has called you to this business for a reason. But it's up to you to work this business and to show him that you're going to be a good steward of these teams and these LCs and this money that you have. Because if my wife would have got a $10,000 bonus when she first got in this company, man, she would have had so much Michael Kors and clothes, everything in our closet. But like now, since we've been in 5 years, we know how to manage our money better. We know how to save our money. We know where we really need to use our money at. And this business has really changed our life, especially during our miscarriage. We was at a party with the top money earner at the time. And I told them what was going on because they were our mentors. And at the middle of this party, guys, they pulled us to the side and they're like, we want to pray for you with some of my friends. And they started bringing some people over there. I'm been kind of starstruck. I'm like, man, this is President Diamond, so-and-so. This is Ambassador Diamond. And these ladies coming over there laying hands and just praying with me and my wife about 30 minutes during a party. And that's when I knew when they said, like, hey, we were this business at the end of the road. Like, we were this company until the last person leaves because you don't find people like that. You don't find people who actually really care about you. And now we have a 6-month healthy, juicy baby that's 23 pounds. God will provide for you. Just don't give up. And so we went to conference this year with our son and everybody was coming up to him. They weren't studying us because they know our story. They're like, man, y'all done had 2 miscarriages and y'all still working this business. And our team members didn't know we had the second miscarriage until about 3-4 months later. So we were still running our business. We were still doing our Zoom. We were still training. So like our teammates know that we don't make excuses on our team. Like I'm in the military and I tell them all the time, excuses get people killed in the military. Excuses will get your dreams killed. It will kill your family because you make excuses. Oh, I'm tired, or my kids got this soccer practice. My daughter had a basketball game yesterday. I left with an LC. We went to a birthday party for my 2-year-old niece. Left with another LC. Left there, went to the gas station. A guy just, hey, bro, what them things do? I mean, this dude got dreads. He got marijuana shirt on, marijuana pants on. Like, man, my old lady said she want to buy some of these wraps. And I mean, I just had my car maintenance on. So, like they said, don't let your why be your excuse. You know, suck it up. You know, because at the end of the day, you're going to have that freedom of time to do what you want to do. But you have to put the work in now and go for your dreams, guys, because we need more people up in that Millionaires Club. I'm just going to be real. And people say money don't make you happy, but money can help you be a blessing to so many other people. And now my wife and I dream is to be like, anytime we see a GoFundMe for one of our friends who needs something, like we want to be able to donate to them and just like, hey, don't worry about this GoFundMe. No, take this page down. No, here you go. Because we had a friend now, she was a veterinarian. Her son was born early and got real sick. Her job laid her off. She just went in like a bad bind, you know. So I'm like, man, if we can have $40,000 to give her and be like, hey, you good? You know, that's what having money can do for other people. You know, it's not about what money can do for you. It's how can you use that money to bless other people. So anybody got any questions? I could talk all night.
Y'all have any questions? I got one. If they don't, I'm always prepared.
All right, what's up?
You got a question?
Yes, I have a question. Tony, of course, my child is going to be annoying now and bother me, but I wanted to ask you, you and your wife, how do you promote and actually do the rap parties? Like, okay. What do you do when it comes to rap parties? I know you said that less than, I think you said 10% are family or friends. Do you do it with people from social media, or do you start with your family and friends? How do you do it?
So with the rap parties, we started off with a couple of family and friends, but a lot of them come from like people that we blitz. So they want to host a rap party for us. And at the rap parties, like my wife, she'll start off rapping the ladies in the back room. I get the money, put it in my pocket so they won't try to steal it back. And she do like the product side of the party pair, and I do the business side. When it comes to promoting, my wife is not as outgoing as I am. She doesn't just blitz as much as I do, but she is more of being a product of the product at her job. You know, she take her greens every morning at work. And now people like, you know, what is that? You know, she just had a baby and she's like, everybody like, how you snap back so quick? And she's like, the only thing I did was, you know, breastfeed, and I'm on my greens. I use stretch mark. So she uses the products more as her way to promote. I'm more of the social media guy. I'm more of the blitzing guy, stuff like that. So with your spouse is you can't just make your spouse be like you. That was my mistake I made when I first came back from overseas. I was up all night telling my wife, like, man, you need to post on social media. These women out here blitzing left and right. And you talking about you can't blitz. And I'm out here blitzing. So don't let this business ruin your marriage, guys. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna ruin ours. So we went to counseling about it. And our pastor said, so you can't treat your wife like an employee. I said, man, this woman was up 2 o'clock in the morning. Her husband ate a mayonnaise sandwich, and she making $40,000 a month. $40,000 a month. My wife ain't had to do none of that stuff after I get this $40,000 a month. But he was like, you know, your wife is not her. You is not that family. You know, y'all created a different purpose. So I had to kind of step back and realize that, you know, like, I can't expect my wife to be like anybody else because she's her own unique person. She has to work the business with her strengths. And when you find out each other's strengths, that's how your business kind of thrive better. Because I don't expect her to go out and blitz 10 people a day. I don't expect for her to go out and be a social media guru. I expect her to do what she's good. And so same thing with y'all got spouses or men. You got to let them figure out what they're good at. Because some men may be good at talking in public. Some men may be good just standing behind the scenes and saying, hey, baby, post it on social media for me. I'll do something like this. So find out what are their strengths and just have them focus on that.
I think too that goes for your team as well. So as you're finding people that are going to be business partners with you, my first mistake was thinking I need to find everyone that's outgoing and just wild and crazy like me. And then I realized, you know, God has completely given me all yellows, which is just like really tough for me. But all of these people that are quiet and calm and passionate about helping others. But I think it's just the same as you're saying, like with your spouse, you have to understand and recognize other people's strengths and how to help them develop, you know, how they work this business. So when you're out and you're meeting people and you're thinking, oh, that person might be good, or that person's not going to be any good. They're too quiet or they're too shy. Don't overlook anyone because you might miss a blessing that way. We talked a little bit about, I know you talked a little bit about you guys sell a lot of wraps and stuff like that with wrap parties, and give us some products that you do more for men. What's another product or product line or another thing that you definitely would be like, yo, y'all got to try this. This is good. I already know what you're going to say, but.
Yeah, I'm glad you already know, man. Everything that I know, I put them on New You. I'm going to tell you a story about it. One of my homeboys signed as a distributor, and his dad is real crazy and outgoing. His dad like a big gym person. He said, man, Tony, I was on that New You, brother. I felt like a whole new you. So I tell all the brothers I know, man, I said, man, you need to get on this New You. If y'all got kids around, you may want to mute. I'm trying to keep PG-13, but this New You, your brothers, if you ain't got on it yourself, try it. Because I had to get on the men chat one day and say, hey, man, I'm overseas, man, I'm on this New You. And it making everything feeling new and, you know, new again. Like I'm 18, 19 years old. I said, is this normal? Because like I'm overseas, man. I can't be having this going on while I'm over here. And everybody like, oh, man, you found the secret weapon. You found the secret sauce. So, I mean, I put everybody on the New You. The most important, I put everybody on the greens because when I was deployed, I found I had high blood pressure. In my mind, I was like, man, I'm 22 years old. Man, I'm going to come out here and have a heart attack and leave my wife with all this life insurance. Because you know how the military life insurance is real nice. And I had got some extra insurance. I said, I ain't gonna leave my wife with all this money. She can find her a new husband by the time she get all this money. So the greens really helped me out with my blood pressure. It's been 5 years now, and I haven't taken a pill for blood pressure since then. And just by taking these greens products, just by taking this greens chews. So those are my two products I sell for men. But brothers, me as a man, the most product that I sell is the hair vitamins for women. I sell more hair vitamins to women than anything else I sell on our website. And that's crazy. And I don't take that product, even though I need to start taking it. But I ain't came to grips with that yet. But I tell guys, like, this business is a blessing for us because women trust us more than they trust other women sometimes, which I don't understand. Like, my wife can post something on social media. I can post the same thing, and her friends, our family will buy from me before they buy from her. They'll trust me by saying it, then they'll trust her. So that's like my number one seller is hair vitamins for women. And so they just prove to you that men, we can sell this product just as good, as better than these women. And I'm a competitor, man, at the end of the day. And like I told my wife and told my team, we're going to be the number one money earners in this company sooner or later. I'm going to be on stage as Ambassador Diamond holding a man cave panel for these men because they need to see more men like us on stage. Our kids need to see more men in this business as business owners. And as a man, we are the reason I believe our America is where it is right now because we have started mentoring other youth in our communities and stuff. We don't tell other guys, hey, pull your pants up, instead of just talking about them like, look at this fool with his pants down. But you as a man have to go over and say, hey, brother, pull your pants up because they killing people who look like you because their pants are down. So when men start stepping up and being men, man, your household is going to be better. Your relationship with God is going to be better. Your business is going to be better because you're doing what God has called you to do. And that's be a man. So man up in this business, guys. Don't let these women outwork you. And especially don't let your wife outwork you in this business. And that's what I tell my brothers all the time in this business. Man, you better not let your wife outwork you. And I tell my teammates all the time, I say, you would not sign more LCs than me. You would not sign more DTs than me because I'm a man. No offense. I don't mean to sound like male chauvinistic, but it's just like my mentality. I'm from down south Mississippi, man, where, you know, we still hold doors open for our women. We still say yes, ma'am, yes, sir to everybody. And at the end of the day, my thing to all y'all men is, man, just man up and be a man. Because this business is too easy to work. It's too easy.
I think we had one more person. I'm not sure. Did somebody on the phone who's calling in have a question? Did anybody else have a question? I think they were trying to ask earlier, but I don't know. I don't want to overlook anybody.
If they're on the phone, you need to unmute all the phones because they can't unmute.
Okay, hold on. Thanks, Dr. Patterson or Davis, whatever your name is now.
Just call me T.
Just call me. Where is it? Hold on. Participants. Unmute. Should I unmute all or just the phones? Unmute.
The phones.
Unmute.
The phones.
Unmute. Okay, does anybody on the phone have any questions? I just unmuted y'all, so y'all should be able to talk.
I'm basically just listening.
Okay, I'm so glad you're listening. Does anybody else have a question? No? 402-309?
No questions.
Okay, 309 said no. Okay, so I guess 402 has no questions too. All right, let's see. Let me go back through. Where else was I at? Look at Terry. Terry, did you have anything you wanted to say? Why you looking crazy? This is my upline and my amazing leader, Terry Davis. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think. I mean, no, not really. Just, everything. I hope everybody was really listening to what Tony said and was taking it in because, everything he was saying was real. Men can be just as successful with this business as women can. It's all in your head. Right. Just get over yourself and just decide you're going to make it happen. And, just like he was saying, like, to me, a man has a little bit different type of confidence about himself. And if you carry yourself like that and you feel like that about this business, you can do amazing things, but you just have to believe that, get it out of your head thinking only women do this. Because when we had our event today, this guy came to the table and was like, oh, that's just for women, right? And I started talking to him. Was that the first guy that came? Somebody came to the table and thought it was just for women. And then I told him, no, we have the greens and the green shoes. And we started talking about it. Well, I told him other stuff, but I let him taste that, try it. And he was like, okay, I want to buy this. How do I get this next week? I need these greens. I need these shoes. But it was just, you got to have confidence. And I think even as a woman, you got to have confidence when you're talking to a man. Because when you do, he'll listen to you and take you seriously. But if you're just kind of like, you don't really know what to say, it's easier to have that kind of more dominant personality to feel like they know more than you. And then they just kind of shut you down. So you just got to be confident as a man and even as a woman, no matter who you're talking to, because that confidence, people start agreeing with you and they're like, okay, you know what you're talking about. and they just listen to you a lot easier. But other than that, no, I thought it was really good. I liked it. I'm going to make sure some of my other men DTs that weren't on, they're going to have to get this recording and do some homework.
And what I found out too, when it comes to men and women about this business, a lot of women are more focused on the products, on how can the products make them feel better, how can they help you with the products, and more men focus on the money. You know, like how much money can I make in this business, like. And so that's how I break it down to my brothers. I'm like, hey, you like money? They're like, yup. Like, you like women? I'm like, yup. Like, this is the business for you, brother. I was like, go to my Facebook page right now. I just left from Florida. Look at all those women I was around. Beautiful women, single women. I'm married. I'm really like that. Hey. And that piqued their interest, man. Like, you gotta play your cards, ladies. Man, when I say I just be real with these brothers, I'm like, man, think about it. Women go see men for everything. How many women you see in the gym with male trainers compared to how many women you see in the gym with female trainers? And these female trainers, they own it. They know just as much as these men do, and their bodies look better than these men. But these women will go to a male trainer sometimes before they go to a female trainer. So I tell brothers, like, man, we have an advantage, and you gotta take advantage of it. You gotta be confident though, like you said. You know, just like you're pursuing a woman when you're dating. Smile, man, be confident. Speak right. Don't like, hey, how you doing? You want to try this product? A lot of women will think, oh, you trying to call me fat? You trying to say this? No, I'm just asking for a referral. But we all have something we can improve on with our health and wellness, and I can help you with that if you need it. If not, if you're perfect and you love your body, hey, more power to you. Because I'm still got stuff I need to work on myself. But if you know somebody who does, or know somebody who needs some extra money, can you refer them to me? And just keep it that simple.
What's something that you would tell people that say they don't have time for this? They're too busy.
Oh, I really want you on my team, Dean, because I know you are not as busy as I am when I first started this business. I was deployed overseas. My wife was working full time as a school teacher. She was going to grad school at night, like actually going to classes at night. We had kids and we're planning a wedding and we had sports. So if you're more busy than I am, I really want you on our team because we found a way to incorporate this business into that schedule because you're going to be in contact with more people and a more different group of people. So with us, we was in contact with the military people, the school teachers, the college students, the soccer moms, the basketball moms. So more people are going to see your business because if you would have told me you had all the time in the world, I probably wouldn't want you on my team. And they'd be like, what? And I tell people all the time, like, we don't just partner with anybody on our team. We actually interview people. And I got a lot of my male friends right now who I turned down from this business because their social media presence is crazy. They say any and everything can post anything on their social media page. And I tell them, I said, man, I got a brand to protect. I come by make $1 billion a year. And you think I'm going to have you on my page associated with my name and you send all this stuff on Facebook? Ain't no way, brother. Rod, you got a question about product knowledge? You want to unmute, Rod?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, there you go. Unmute. Did you have a question about product knowledge?
Yeah.
Okay, shoot.
So, where you get it? Like, over time or whatever the case may be, like, it might seem like a dumb question to y'all because y'all know, but to somebody like me who don't know, whatever the case may be, you feel me? Like, I don't know nothing. And let's say I'm walking up to somebody and I'm trying to offer them a product for health and wellness or whatever the case may be. And let's say, how can I say what's a good fit for them if I don't know the product knowledge myself? So I'm asking, how do I get that person for personal knowledge? You feel me?
Okay. And so my tip to you, brother, is just basically, go back through your training academy. Get your product catalog, get with your upline and get your sponsor, and just have them like write some quick notes down. Like what would I say somebody said trying to lose weight? What I do is I ask questions on like, how's your workout routine? How's your eating habits? They may say, well, I work out a lot, but I eat a lot of carbs and fat. All right, I'm gonna put you on the Fat Fighters and a ThermoFit because we got a package for them. The Fat Fighter is going to help you with those cheat meals those times, and the ThermoFit is going to kind of boost your metabolism up. They may say, well, I'm so tired all day, I don't have time to go to the gym. I was like, okay, let me start dropping these greens because they're going to give you more energy. They're going to kind of detox your body a little bit. And then the next month, we'll kind of go back and check your progress, and we'll put you on another plan. But brother, yeah, you got to learn the products, and you don't have to know every ingredient in the products. You don't have to know what everything does, but you got to just have the basic knowledge of it. You got to know like the fat fighters, as well as the fat and carbs in the food. The thermofit boosts their metabolism. The greens give them 8 serves of fruits and vegetables, and have their body detox and give them energy. You have to just know the basis of it. And the thing about these products is on the bottle. The cleanse,
Right.
What does it do? It cleans you out. What does regular do? It makes you regular. What does the wild do? It's gonna wire you because it's gonna wipe out wrinkles. So that's why I kind of like our products, because it tells you everything that everything does on the product bottle. But you just got to keep it simple, brother. You don't have to think you know everything about this business. It's just that I was just blessed because I actually went to school for a lot of this stuff, and I actually studied all the ingredients and the products before I joined. Because I tell people, they think a lot of reds are just money motivated, but we have to know ways to make money every way. We have to know how our products, we have to know how to do the rap parties. So we have a little bit of everything in us when I started learning personal, what do you think? Color personalities. I'm sorry.
I think too, just to answer your question, to kind of piggyback off what he said, Rod, we are like, Rod hasn't joined our team yet, but he's going to be joining us soon. We are really blessed to have our upline, Terry, because Terry is in the medical profession. Like that's her background. And she really has studied every single detail. I'm going to tell you right now, I do not know, because this is not my personality. I do not know every single ingredient of every single thing that goes with every single product. And there's a lot of times, I've been in business for 2 years, I might still message and be like, hey, in our group chat, we have a group chat for our team, and I'll be like, hey, what do y'all think about somebody taking Thermofit and the cleanse all at the same time? Do you think that'll help? Like even me, like some products are brand new. So we're going to continue to come out with stuff. So you're not going to always know, but like he said, knowing the basis, if you order your kit, when you sign up, it's going to come with a catalog in it. And the catalog literally has the product description, like right there in a little mini paragraph. And I always tell people, read it, like read the paragraph right there. When somebody's asking you a question through Facebook or over the phone, go grab your catalog and say, well, let me look and check my catalog for you for what products I think will be best. And you can just kind of give them a reference. And then too, you can ask us. We are literally on Facebook in our chat group 24 hours a day, because when y'all sleep, I'm up. When I'm asleep, y'all up. Like, so we have a really good support system. Another thing I was going to say, events. When you go to these It Work events and you go to rap parties, like in your area, they break down stuff on a different level. So they actually help. I know at conference and at Green Carpet, they always have Dr. Don there, who describes the metabolic rate of why the greens change your. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm usually walking around at that time because I can't retain. Tony, you see me, like I'm like running around talking to people, asking questions, because I can't sit there and retain all that. But for somebody who needs to get all that information, it is available. And going to the It Works events really does help. Does anybody else have any questions or comments, concerns? I don't guess that.
With Rod, especially about you being a new DT brother, when you sign up, I know they're gonna probably give you like the scripts to send out to people. And when they respond back to you, you just screenshot it and send it to your sponsor upline, and they'll show you how to reply back to them. I know that's what we do on our team.
Yeah.
We just simple script out and say, hey, I'm starting my new health and wellness business. Give me some support. Do you know anybody who would like more information on a 90-day detox or a 90-day fat fighter challenge or a 90-day hair growth challenge? And then they'll like, yeah, tell me more about the hair growth challenge. And then you'll screenshot that to your upline, and they'll tell you how to respond back. And so that'll be a way how you learn the products, because everything can be repetitive. People ask you the same questions over and over again in this business. I get the same questions every year in this business. And after a while, you know them. And you can put those notes in your phone. You can say those screenshots, and you'll become a product guru just by, sending out text messages.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time, Tony. I know you're super busy. Y'all are working on this Ambassador Diamond chart over there.
Man, we got $65,000 and we got like 31 days to get it.
I know. Don't tell me the days because mine's probably the same as yours.
Man.
So I'm gonna let you go. That I really appreciate it. You guys, if you are in the business and you're on Facebook, go ahead and follow him and follow his journey, because it's really good to, once you've connected with a person, you kind of heard their tips and their tricks to the business, and then you see how they've been able to grow in the business and follow what they're doing. This is a great person. I'm telling y'all right now, he's a great leader to follow and kind of get ideas from. You can steal his Facebook post. I know he don't mind.
Yeah, I tell people, like, when you steal it, just make sure you get your phone number on there. Don't put my phone number on there, because they call me. But also, ladies, if y'all ever have a guy who need to do a three-way call, let me know. I don't care if you're on my team or not. I like helping people close me in, because, like I said, it's one team, one mission. If you want to be blessed, you got to be a blessing to other people. So I'm not one of those leaders like, oh, no, I'm not going to help you sign nobody. You know, I don't care who team you're on. If you got a guy who you want to do a three-way call with, inbox me, text me, let me know, and we'll set up a time up and we'll get them closed for you. Because if I can't close that man for you, you don't need to be on your team anyway.
Awesome.
Thank you, Reed on him, on my little teammates.
Oh, hey, thanks for joining us. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to like stop the recording because